Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Chiefs going up against the Dolphins.
Larry, we could have been assigned to December games in Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Instead, we get the plum assignment here in sunny Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And a cut. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Shreds the tackle. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Sanu, the man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Hunt. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a different story.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Carr throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is right through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Chiefs now. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine, I marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he fields it cleanly. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. In motion comes the tight end left. On second down, here's Carr. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep. He's got him in. Complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Being chased out left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Eluding the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now it's Mahomes again, and here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Mahomes to throw once more. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's not like pressure can affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Carr now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
694. Move. 29.
Carr will try it again on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Reggie Ragland in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done. Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Buying time to his left. And he's got room. Room to run inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now let's go. They'll toss it to Hunt. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a handoff looking right. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Justin Houston in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Carr now to throw. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing now is Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. Here's Ajayi. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on third down. Carr. The 20. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And some strong running. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
In motion goes the tight end. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They'll run it here with Hunt. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. First down, Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Coney Ely in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Here we go now. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the third quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Rolling on first down is Carr. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stevenson. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That one goes for 24 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the...
Second down following the incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Frank's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Morris. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A toss play to Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go.
Mahomes now to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Kirksey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. On first down, Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. This is Hunt, and heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice Nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Carr now on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little, and I think the ball's out. And this will go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how this will